Hello. Hello, Instagram. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to wait for some people to join. I need my glasses. I am Benjamin Buttoning myself into younger and younger age, but my eyeglasses not working. Hold 1 second. Just grabbing my glasses. Dude, I have so much crap in my purse. It's ridiculous. It's insane. It's insane in the membrane. Okay, freaking found them. Can you guys hear me? How is the sound? I want to share a little bit about what we're going through. Good morning. Hold on. Sweet baby Jesus, that took a long time. My God. Okay. I did my hair. I normally don't even brush my hair. Lately, I haven't even been brushing my hair. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, you guys. Sound is good. All right. I wanted to just jump on my way to Florida to visit my friend Rodney Lavoie Jr. for his birthday. We're going to spend a couple days together doing some fun Matrixy stuff like going to Disney World. I've never been to Disney World. We're just going to go jump in and play. I love playing in the world. I love it. I love doing the things that are just so human, you know? Like Disney World. Like going on roller coasters. When's the last time I went on a roller coaster? I don't know. I grew up in Southern California. I always went to Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, and Magic Mountain, but I can't remember the last time I was on a roller coaster. So it'll be fun. Okay, so let's talk really quickly. I just want to jump on about what's been coming through the last 24 hours for us to pay attention to. It's nothing new, but it is something to just pay attention to. And I think the reason it's nothing new is because we are so deeply programmed as humans that it takes multiple tries or multiple remembrances to continue to practice to step out of deep programming. And one of the deep programs is just this falling back into old patterns, old ways of being. And the reason I say that it's old is because it's patterns that we've been doing for some of us most of our lives. And these patterns are learned. They're learned behaviors or integrated beliefs that were born out of trauma. And it can be trauma that, I hope you can hear me, it could be trauma that is as simple as, like, I always use this example, a teacher yelling at you in 5th grade, right? Or it could be trauma where you were abused in some way, mentally, emotionally, physically, right? There's a spectrum of experiences that create trauma, but these trauma experiences, they create patterns, ways we are in the world, right? The way we get into friendships, the way we get into relationships, the way we are with breaking up with somebody, the way we are in the world around lack or abundance, or how we engage and interact with our family around boundaries, how we view our bodies, our physical bodies. Are we beating it up? Are we pushing it really hard? Like, what are the patterns in your life right now that you are in, that you've been in for a while, that you know deep down you don't want to be anymore? And it could be patterns that you have, quote unquote, worked on, tried to pull yourself out of. But the amazing thing about the human journey is that these patterns are so deeply in us that we fall back to them, right? We fall back to these patterns over and over again because it's easy. It's easy. It's like stretching a muscle, right? In order to build muscle, you have to keep working that muscle. You don't just go to the gym one day, pump some iron, and then all of a sudden you have a badass body. You have muscle all of a sudden. Now the muscle is there. The new versions of you are there. The new patterns that you want to step into, they're there. They're underneath the old patterns that you keep doing. Just like the muscle is there. It's just waiting for you to work it out. It's waiting for you to pay attention to it. It's waiting for you to intend and to focus on it. If you walk into a gym and just look around and be like, oh wow, all of these machines could make my muscles really big. That's cool. And then you get lazy and you walk out. And you go back to doing the old things that you've been doing. You're not happy about it. You really wish you had a body that had muscle in it, or muscle showing. The thing that we forget is that we do. We have the muscle. We have the new patterns. We have these quote unquote new versions. They're not new. They're just versions of us that we haven't integrated into our lives or accepted or become or started doing. Right? So you want to pay attention. The word new is just language. People are fucking loud. Do they realize that it's 6:45 in the morning? What are these people doing? Oh my God, it's like they're having a party in the airport. Do you hear them? I have to go look. Sweet baby Jesus. They're literally having a party. I mean, good for them, but it's literally like, hush it. It's 6:45. People are still waking up in their pajamas at the. See how quiet everyone else is? That was loud. Anyway, the point is that who you are stepping into, patterns that you're stepping out of, they're already in you. They're already in you. You don't have to go find them. You don't have to cross your fingers. You don't have to manifest. You don't have to hope. Sometimes you can pray because it's really challenging, right? What are the patterns right now in your life that you're letting go of? The ways in which you have been for a very long time. They could be super subtle, right? Or they could be really intense. And most likely, these patterns, whether it's one pattern or 10 patterns, have been coming up for a while. And there's probably one pattern, right? One pattern that has been really difficult to let go of. Pay attention, because right now what we are doing, what we are evolving out of are patterns, ways that we have been. A pattern is just a way that you have been in your life, right? A pattern that has never been you, that has simply been a way that you have learned how to adapt to this world in order to quote unquote survive. And you have been programmed and believed that these patterns work and they're how you function in order to make sure that you don't get hurt, in order to make sure that you don't get disappointed, in order to make sure that you don't feel uncomfortable, in order to make sure that you don't feel the things that we don't want to feel in this life. Problem is that we're going to feel things we don't want to feel in this life because that's the human journey. And what we are learning how to not let the things that we experience dictate who we are. We are learning how to not let the things that we experience outside dictate who we are. Think about that for a second. We are not what we are experiencing with other people. We are not what they think about us. We are not the abandonment. We are not the unworthiness that people have shown us. We are not the words, the manipulation, the narcissism, the pulling away, the turning our backs, whatever it is that we've experienced, the gaslighting, we're not that. We've simply experienced it. And because we didn't remember that we're not any of that, that we're choosing who we want to be in this world. We're choosing. You get to choose who you want to be. You get to choose how you want to show up. It's not easy when you have been programmed most of your life. to believe that you are what others tell you you are. You are your experiences. Then you pile on all these experiences into you, and you start building these blocks, which are programs. And you have these expectations. People are always going to disappoint me. People are going to abandon me. No one's going to listen to me. No one's really going to love me for who I am. I'm only going to be seen if I'm ... Where'd you learn that from, right? Where did we learn that from? We learned that from the external world. And we didn't have examples around us to show us otherwise. To say, oh, no, sweetheart, you're none of that. It's just a human experience. Let it just move through you. It's not you. Well, then who am I? Who am I? Who do you want to be? If you were to no longer believe anything in the external world is you. Think about this for a second. What people think is not you. How people respond to you is not you. How people react to you is not you. How people have seen you, how people have loved you is not you. Who would you want to be? How would you want to show up? I mean, that's a really good question. Because then you start to get really clear on all of the limiting beliefs. Everything that you believe about yourself, probably 90% of what you believe about yourself, 90% of the way you live your life is programmed from the external world. Teachers, government, systems, friends, family, lovers, partners. What if you're none of it? Seriously, think about it. What if I'm none of this? What if I've believed myself to be all of this? And then I become aware of what I've believed myself to be. Whether I know where it came from or not doesn't matter, as long as I'm recognizing the pattern. Holy shit. Why have I always believed that my body creates my worth? Oh, I know why. Because of ... when I was 6 years old. Got it. Now what do I want to do? Now what do I want to do with that? That's empowerment. That's choice. That's evolution. That's taking charge without trying to control. That's holding intention. That's starting to work on patterns. Holy shit, look at what I have believed myself to be. Can you see? Can you see your limiting beliefs? What do you value your worth based on? Where'd that come from? Why are you not speaking your truth? Why are you not doing what you love to do? Why are you continuing to fall for people that don't love you unconditionally? Why do you continue to feel like you need to survive in this world and that you can't? I'm not saying that this is easy. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. And these questions we should be asking ourselves. This doesn't happen overnight. Again, it's like a muscle in a gym. You have to go to the gym over and over and over. And some of us have to go to the gym 100 times to get a muscle. Some of us go 5 times and the muscle's there. Right? We're not all the same. But we have to start to build that muscle. The muscle is stepping out of programs. Stepping out of deep, deep patterns. And this idea, see, we're lazy. Humans are lazy. Humans want the easy way out. We do. Show me the easy way and I'll do it. Stepping out of programs and patterns are not easy. Releasing trauma is not always easy. People don't like when I say it's not easy. Yes, it is. Don't say it's not easy. Do you know how many times I hear people say, don't say it's not easy, Lori, because then you're saying it, then you're telling people it's not easy. It's fucking not easy. Why am I going to lie? Am I going to lie and try to convince myself that this is easy? I'm going to be honest with me and with whoever wants to listen. I'm going to be honest. It's not easy. Okay, so what? Why are we so afraid of saying the truth of what we're going through? Because we're afraid we're going to perpetuate it? Dude, you're already perpetuating massive programming. You're already perpetuating deep, deep patterns that you don't want to do and be, but you're pretending that all is well? Don't pretend. Get dirty, get messy, get uncomfortable. Roll around in the dirt. cry, scream, have conniption fits, break down. That's how you actually break through. Imagine going to the gym and you're on set 3, right? I'm not a gym workout person. I mean, I've done it a couple times, but like, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? But you're on like set 3 and you have to do 10 reps or something, right? Is a rep where you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I don't know. But you're about to die. You're like, I can't go anymore. I can't go anymore. Yes, keep going. Yes, you can keep going. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want in this world? And what's stopping you? Most of the time, it's your mind. It's the mind that's stopping you. It's the thoughts that are stopping you. It's the beliefs that are stopping you. It's the people around you that are stopping you. It's not truly you that's stopping you. Because the you that is trying to guide you into new versions of you, which is not new, it's just a word that we use because I don't have any other word, is cheering you on. It's like, you've got this, keep going. You've got this, keep going. So what happens to a lot of us is that we start to look at the muscles that we haven't stretched yet, the muscles that we haven't built, and we beat ourselves up. I.e., we look at all of the patterns and programs and then we beat ourselves up. I shouldn't be feeling this. What the hell's wrong with me? I can't believe this is still happening. I can't believe I'm in this pattern again. Forget about it. I'm never going to get out of this. I don't know how to do this. I give up. Don't give up before the fucking miracle. Don't give up before the miracle. Do you know how many humans are almost at the finish line of the pattern? They're almost at the finish line of a program. They're almost there. And then they quit. They just stop because it's quote unquote too hard. Right? They quit because they're beating themselves up. Why are they beating themselves up? Because people in their lives have beat them up. People have told you that you can't. People have told you that it's hard. People have told you that there's no way that you'll be able to. People have told you, expect this, expect that. Who are you listening to? Who's in your head? Who's in your head? Whose limiting beliefs have you brought into your life and are now creating your reality? Why are you not being all of you? What are you still beating yourself up for? What are you still believing? What are you still believing? Nobody can do this for you. Nobody can do this for us but ourselves. Nobody. What we are doing in this human experience right now is like nothing we've ever done before. This is a freaking miraculous, holy shit, roller coaster ride. Are we going to be able to make it? Of course we are. Holy shit, do you see what the humans are doing? Do you see what the humans are doing? No, what are they doing? They are mother freaking pulling themselves consciously from an unawakened state to an awakened state, an unconscious state to a conscious state. And then once these humans become conscious, they then have to choose all day long to step out of the deep, deep program and conditioning that they have been in most of their lives. Holy shit, they're doing that? They're doing that. While they're still in the programming and the conditioning, while they're still in the programming and the conditioning. Holy fuck, how are they doing it? We don't know. We don't know. But they're badasses. Those humans down on that planet are motherfucking badasses. Because they have to stand in the programming, in the conditioning, in the manipulation, in the mind control, in the trauma, and they have to literally pull themselves out of the trenches. How are they doing that? Faith, trust, love, intention. We don't know. Do you see how insane this is? Do you see how amazing and miraculous you are? This is no easy feat, and I have no fucking problem saying that it's not easy. And I don't bypass, and I don't pretend, and I don't positive think my way through this. Positive thinking my way through one of the most challenging arenas that a human has ever been in is bypassing. If you try to pretend that this isn't challenging, that this isn't difficult, that this is going to take grit and sweat and blood and tears, then I don't know what motherfucking arena you're in, but it's not the same one I'm in. And there's nothing wrong with it looking at the arena that we're standing in. There's nothing wrong with looking over at the human next to you saying, holy shit, you are bloody and dirty and messed up. And you're like, yep, sure the fuck am. Get the hell out of my way. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Why do you think you came here on the planet? To give up? To lay down? To let people walk all over you? To let this planet tell you who you are? To let these programs and these conditions and this mind control tell you who you are? Tell you how to live your life? You're going to let the systems that you're here to break out of tell you how to be? Or are you going to stand in the fucking arena and say, get the fuck out of my way? No more. Wow, look at that program I'm still in. Okay. Got it. Thank you for that stop sign. I'm going to throw that stop sign out the freaking window and I'm going to keep going. How are you playing in the arena? Stop bypassing, stop pretending, stop positive thinking, stop trying to change your emotions. Every single emotion that you're feeling is allowing you to see how you are still stuck in something. Let the emotion move through you. Stop trying to change an emotion or control an emotion. This idea of controlling emotions is one of the deepest programs that we could be in. When you try to control an emotion, you are denying what you are in. You are denying what you are in. And then you are going to be in a perpetual cycle of trying to change what is naturally arising in your now. And then you will constantly be outsourcing your pain that you don't want to feel to other people because you don't know how to regulate your emotions. And the way you regulate your emotions is that you don't try to change them. You regulate them by letting them move through you. I saw a thing that Tony Robbins put out, and he said something about learning how to control your emotions. I said, holy fucking shit, are you joking? That is a deep, deep program. That keeps you in a perpetual state of survival. Think about this for a second, you guys, please. If you're trying to change or control, if you're trying to control, okay, an emotion, that means you're afraid of it. It's that simple. It means you're afraid of it. Why are you afraid of it? Why am I saying you're afraid of it? Because you don't want to feel it. Thus, change it. Because you think there's something wrong with the emotion. Because you think the emotion has control over you. That's why you want to change it. The second that you realize that the emotion has no control over you, none, because you're not the emotion, you would never try to change it. You would never change an emotion. The moment you started to remember that you're not the emotion, that the emotion moves, that it's not stagnant, and there's nothing to be afraid of. Why would you change it? We are designed to be in a natural state of movement. Energetic. Energy. All day long. You're designed to move. Thank you guys for the badges. I don't know, all of a sudden I'm getting badges. Thank you. We're designed to be in a state of movement all the time, which means an emotion is going to move through you, not stay with you. Yeah, you can let them go straight to Instagram Reels. If you start realizing, you guys, that you don't need to control an emotion, your life will become way more free. Way more free. Controlling is attaching to this idea that you can stop the natural flow of energy, and you can't. And I promise you, you will stay in a programmed state of perpetual suffering if you try to change. Just be in the now. What's arising? Just be right here. You want to know how to quote unquote change yourself? You look at what's arising right here, right now. You look at your limiting thoughts. Oh, look, I don't want to do this because I have a huge amount of fear. That's the change. Oh, look, I have this emotion that I continue to stuff down. That's the change. oh, look, I have this limiting belief that I won't be able to find a partner that I really want. That's the change, meaning that is what you need to look at. That's what you need to feel. That's what you need to pay attention to. And from that state, you get to start choosing, and that's how you change. That's how you change. You change by seeing what you are in, seeing how you play in the arena, feeling it, not being afraid of it, and then choosing how you want to be. That's change. Not denying what you're in, not judging what you're in, and not trying to change it before you actually surrender and accept it. You can't change something if you can't accept it. It will pop back up, and you will be running from that which you are trying to, you'll be running from what you're trying to change if you don't accept it, if you don't befriend it, if you don't literally drop to your knees and say, holy fucking shit, look at how I've been. If you don't become humble to it, you're in an arena that we call life that has messed you up in terms of who you thought you were your entire life. Let's be humble to that. Let's be humble to that. Wow. What are your crazy limiting beliefs? What's your trauma? Right? What are your coping mechanisms? We all have them. This idea that we're these highly evolved spiritual humans that, you know, we eat this great food and we're all clean and vegan and this and that. Dude, are you in the arena just getting the shit beat out of you like everybody else and being honest about it? That is spiritual. That's badassery, right? That is evolution. Getting your ass handed to you and saying, I got this, bring it on. Because I'm not it. I'm not any of this. And I'm learning that over and over. I'm remembering that over and over. Don't be afraid of falling down. Don't be afraid of what is uncomfortable. Don't be afraid of what is new. Don't be afraid of what you are being pulled into. Courageously go into it. Courageously trust what you're being shown right now. Trust what you're being asked to move into. This isn't about sitting in some meditative state and literally trying to elevate ourselves out of the arena. Not in my opinion. It's not. It's about getting dirty, getting messy, not being afraid of anything. The moment you are no longer afraid of this world, the moment you are no longer afraid of the experiences out there, is the moment you've mastered the arena. The moment you stop wanting to change what you're going through is the moment you have mastered the arena. Because then you're going to stand in this planet that we're on, all bruised up. God, we should all be bruised. We should all be messy. We should all have dirt on us. We should all have scars. Do you understand what you're in? No one should be pretty and all beautifuled up. What the hell have you been in? The moment you can stand in that arena all dirty and realize that you're safe, realize that no matter what comes at you, you're going to be good. You trust that deeply? You trust that deeply? Your whole life will change. Doesn't mean that you're not going to have emotions you don't like. Of course the emotions are going to come up. But they're going to be less and less because you're not going to be giving attention to them. So they're just going to move. Limiting thoughts, still going to come up until they're somehow dissolving and you're just not thinking about them anymore. They're not as controlling as they used to be. Your fear is going to dissolve. Your resistance is going to dissolve. Your reaction, the way you react to things is going to dissolve. If you're trying to get yourself to a specific spiritual state, that's control, and you're denying the arena because you don't want to be in the arena. You don't want to be in it. So you're like, I'm going to evolve, I'm going to shift, I'm going to elevate myself, I'm going to raise my vibration and frequency. What happens when a big fat freaking piece of trauma comes and rolls you over? You're going to try to control it. You're going to think there's something wrong with you. You're going to think you've screwed up. You did something bad. How is this happening? Why? I've been practicing meditation for the last 3 years. I should be in an elevated state. I eat plant-based foods. I exercise. I do all this stuff. Where is this trauma coming from? There must be something wrong with me. I better change my diet. I better meditate more. No. No. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just feel. Just feel. That's it. It's that simple. Truly. We complicate things. We complicate it. And then we try to control it. So just pay attention, you guys, throughout the days. Imagine that you're in the arena. Right? You're in the arena. Look at that doggy. Look at the cute little doggy. Hi. I need to get a dog. I need to get a dog. Precious. The reason you feel exhausted all the time is because there's a lot of energy moving through your body. Because you're probably feeling a lot. You know how exhausting it is to feel all the time? It can be very, very exhausting. Right? Right? Just feel. Just observe. Write this down on your fridge. I am not what I am experiencing. I am not what I am experiencing. I'm simply experiencing ... I'm simply experiencing emotion, this emotion. I'm simply experiencing this limiting belief. I'm in SFO. I'm in SFO. I'm going to Florida to see my friend Rodney for his birthday. And we're going to Disney World for a day. I'm jumping in the Matrix, man. I can't wait. I love it. I love playing in the Matrix so much. I love it. I love it. She's putting on her lipstick. She's probably not happy that she's on Instagram Live. I am not what I am experiencing. Right? Put it like, remind yourself you're in an arena. All these humans are in the arena with you. Remind yourself that it's not about getting rid of or trying to control what's arising. It's just about learning how to master it by feeling it. Remember that if you are not your emotion, what is she doing? Oh, she's itching. If you're not your emotion, hold on, I'm distracted. Oh, he's so cute. All right, bye, doggy. See ya. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, wait, sorry, I got so distracted by the dog. I gotta go soon. What was I saying? Oh, she gave him Dramamine. Oh, you're right, she probably did. She probably drugged the dog. That's a big dog to take on an airplane. Is he gonna have his own seat? Wait a second, I just realized this. That's a huge dog. Where is that dog gonna go on the airplane? No, I'm serious. She obviously does not have a middle seat, right? She can't have a middle seat. No, she doesn't have a middle seat. She has to have an aisle seat. Okay, but even if she has the aisle seat, where is the dog going? You think she's in first class? Yeah, I know it's a service dog. Got that part. Saw the service piece. I don't care if it's a service dog. Where is the dog? The service dog doesn't just become small on the airplane. On the floor by her feet, under her seat. No, there's no cargo, thank God. Under the seat. Under the seat. The dog's not going under the seat. Did you see how big the dog was? Oh my God, how sweet would it be if the dog was next to me? The real question is, does the dog want to go? I don't think dogs like flying. I don't think it's good for their ears. They glow on the floor. Yeah, but I mean, like, in front of her feet, I guess, right? And then the whole flight, it has to just sit in front of her feet? And then where do her feet go? I'm very, very, very interested in this experience. Yeah, I'm curious. She's not going to hold him. Did you see how big that dog was? It was like 80 pounds. She's not holding the dog on her lap. Oh, you usually book a seat ticket. I don't know if I should ask her. The exit row, that's true. The first row has more floor space. In the cockpit. Very front of the plane. She probably sits in first row now, extra leg room. No, please, I need to know this. She's either got to sit in first class where there's a lot of space, or she's in an exit row. She has to have an aisle seat. There's no way she has a window seat. And the dog can't be in the aisle, so therefore the dog is in front of her feet. Nightmare. I don't know. I think it's a nightmare. Although I'd want to bring my dog. I get it. I don't know what I would do. I'd go in first class. I would buy another ticket. She probably bought another ticket. Okay, I'm done thinking about this. I'm pretty sure she bought another ticket, right? She had to have. Okay, anywho. I'm not going to go find her and ask her. You travel with your dog. Okay, so what do? Do you have a dog like that that's that big? There is a dog theme. I think I'm supposed to get a dog, but I don't want to get a dog right now. I'm traveling too much. I love dogs. Maybe she's on the same flight with me. What is SFO? San Francisco International Airport. All right, you guys. The dog was like it was like a white German Shepherd type, but it was white. Long and skinny. I don't like small dogs. I like pit bull dogs. You buy your dog a window seat. That's adorable. A football sized dog. No, I can't do a small dog. If I get a dog, I want a big dog. It's too much responsibility. I wouldn't even be able to take care of like a lizard right now. Like, I just can't have that. I can't take care of something else right now. English Golden Retriever puppy. Pitties are the best. They're my favorite. If I was going to get a dog, I'd go to a shelter and get a pit bull. That's right. If she gave him a pill, Dramamine, he's probably just going to sleep on the plane. It's true. Now, here comes another. Is that a dog or a baby? Oh, that's a baby. Oh, wait, no, that's a hat. My eyesight's really bad. All right, you guys. We're in the arena. We got this. You've got this. Don't be afraid of anything. Try not to try to fix or change. Just surrender to what you're feeling and feel it. Pay attention to patterns. Patterns are going to keep being shown to you. There's a part of you that I call the higher self that is constantly 24/7 trying to get your attention and trying to move you into, I hate this word, but new versions of you, which are simply just versions of you that you forgot you are because you've been in a deep state of programming. Okay? So just pay attention. Give yourself way more mother freaking compassion. Way more compassion. Visualize yourself in the arena all day long. Dirty, bruised up. Don't be pretty. Don't be clean and put together. Get messy. How messy can you get? How honest can you be with somebody? How vulnerable? Stop trying to pretend like you got it all together. If you're around somebody that acts like they got it all together, that everything's great and hunky-dory, maybe it is for that moment, right? But the juice of life is the messy. It's the joy mixed with the pain, right? It's the love mixed with the fear. And the more and more that we can be super duper vulnerable and honest with who we are, which isn't really who we are, because it's who the arena has told us we are, the more you will actually feel your authentic self. The more you stop pretending to be anything other than what is presenting itself to you, i.e., the ways that you have believed yourself to be, then you will finally start breaking free and be who you truly are. You will start to be who you have always been, that the arena and the programming of this matrix has told you that you're not. You are literally walking yourself back home to you. That's what you're doing. You're stepping out of deep programming. Anyone or anything that tells you how to do something based on controlling something, that's a program, a deep, deep program. We're designed to be in a state of flow, not control. And that means that you have to trust everything. And so anything or anyone that's telling you, including yourself, to control something means you're afraid of it. And if you're afraid of something trying to control it, then you're not in a flow state. Hi, Ryan. I love you, my friend. Then you're not in a flow state. And if you're not in a flow state, which is normal, most of us aren't in that flow state, we're afraid. We're not trusting. We feel like we have to survive in this world, which of course we do. Do you realize the amount of trauma that we have had most of our lives? We were plopped into an arena and we were raised by humans that had massive trauma. Aww, I receive that big ass hug. I receive it, my friend. I cannot wait until we see each other in person, whenever that will be. Yeah, so stop trying to control so much. You're walking yourself back home. All right, I love you guys. I'll send pictures, I'll send video of Rodney and I in Disney World. That dude's a riot. If you guys aren't following Rodney Lavoie Jr., go follow him. He is a riot. All right, I love you guys. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. And if you missed this, I will save it. It'll be on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Go back to the beginning. Also, I'm doing a live guided meditation this Monday the 12th at 9 a.m. California time in my Patreon community. It's going to be a very powerful meditation, really connecting us deeper into higher self, who we actually are here to experience ourselves as we walk through this, connecting you deeper into external guidance that's around. And it's also, it's free if you're in my Patreon community. It's $23 if you're not. But if you join my Patreon community, there's so many other amazing live events I do. Every month I do a channeled message. I do a Q&A, live Q&A. I give away 3 free 30-minute sessions. And I do a live group coaching call. It's a lot of shit. Anyway, it's my Patreon community. I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Mwah.